This is Taking Stock on Bloomberg. I'm Pim Fox. All right, my next guest, it's a complete mystery to me, but luckily my producers have given me and you a few hints. Customer strength is the core of my guest's business model, and a leaner customer fattens up my guest's bottom line. Also, flexibility is a key component of my guest's business. All right, let's bring out our mystery guest. Great to have you with us here on Bloomberg. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much.
I got to say, you look a little bit familiar, so let me just try to, I'm going to try to put this into some context here. All right, talks about being leaner. Are you in the food industry by any chance?
I am not in the food industry.
Are you in the healthcare business?
Health.
You're in the health business. Are you in the pharmaceutical business?
No.
No. Are you in the health care industry?
No.
No, but you're in the health industry. You talked about flexibility. Are you in the exercise business?
Yes.
You are. Yes, you do look very familiar. Do you run something called Physique 57? Yes.
You are good.
Wait,
yes.
you're Jennifer Maanavi.
Yes.
Yes, welcome to Taking Stock.
Thank you so much.
Great to have you.
Very
All right.
good.
Well, I remember Physique 57 when it opened because I remember it talked about the Lottie Burke method, and I kept thinking, what is the Lottie Burke method? I read something recently about you in a bunch of magazines. Great to have you. So tell me, how did you end up starting this business?
Well, thank you. I was on Wall Street. I worked at Morgan Stanley for a long time. I was in finance for about 11 years. And I really only had one hobby, and that was exercise. And I would exercise 4 or 5 times a week at the Lottie Burke method. And one day I walked in, and they announced they were closing. And it took me about 24 hours to figure out that I was going to quit my job and start a new one.
What is the Lottie Burke method, and what is the method that you use at Physique 57?
Well, the Lottie Burke method is similar to Physique 57. We just created a more modern, updated version of it. And it's a combination of strength training, cardio, and a ballet bar to increase flexibility and endurance and to sculpt your muscles.
And what kind of success have you had in terms of opening various centers? Because I know that you've got more than one.
Yes, well, we've been open for about 6 years, and we have 5 studios, 3 in New York City, 1 in the Hamptons, and 1 in Beverly Hills. And we have 6 DVDs and a book, a diet and exercise book that just came out. So, and then we have Facebook fans and Twitter fans and all of that. So it's really been very, very successful. And the good news is that women are getting healthier and slimmer and happier.
And as part of the program and the increased popularity of working out and being physical, what kind of time constraints do people have to deal with? Because everybody's busy.
Everyone's busy, and that's my biggest competition. My biggest competition is people's time. So we try to create an environment where you can always come. So we have over 500 classes a week. Every half hour, pretty much, in New York City and also in Los Angeles. The class is only 57 minutes, and it's incredibly efficient. It's a full body workout that's fun. The instructors, who are amazing, motivate you through the whole program. They're rather small studios, so you are in and out pretty much in an hour and 5 minutes. And I think that's what's making it very successful, too, because you can really incorporate it into a very busy schedule.
Now, I mentioned flexibility. Now, as people, as the demographic, age group, everybody gets a little bit older. How important is the flexibility, and is there any age limit to how often or what you can do?
We have clients from college students up to over 70. So there really is no age limit. And what's amazing and what really intrigued me about the Lottie Burke method and made me think about this as a really long-term business is that most of the clients at that time were over 40 and over 50, exercising 5-6 times a week with no injuries. So I couldn't believe it, and I think it's incorporating this flexibility that helps you sustain a body that can exercise for decades. And so at Physique 57, our clients are a bit younger, but we hope that they stay with us for decades to come.
What about the increasing coordination? Because you mentioned the ballet bar. That's also part of the whole sort of zeitgeist of how you exercise.
Yes, it's really our main piece of equipment. So by holding on to the bar and pushing or pulling, you're engaging your entire core. So about 80% of our class, you are engaging your core. So that's why it's full body. Even though we focus on arms and abs, it's arms and thighs, it's really focusing a lot on your core. So the ballet bar is, it's not a dance class. We're really using it as a piece of fitness equipment.
What about financing? I always got to ask about the business side of things, because we talk a lot about what's going on in the economy. What about as a small business owner? What are you seeing?
Well, with my business, it was not so hard because I have a very supportive husband, and I explained my predicament. I said, there's a big problem. I can't go to the Lottie Burke method anymore. How about I start a new one? And I found the top instructor at Lottie Burke. Her name is Tanya Becker, and we started this together. And when I presented this idea, he said, just okay. And that's really all it took. So he helped me to really think about the business, and we really used our own assets to start the business, and it's really been great.
What's next?
What's next? It's an excellent question. Tanya and I know that we want to bring the method to as many women around the world as possible, but we really are focused on quality. So to the extent that we can maintain the quality of the studio, of the instructors and the method, the world's our oyster. We'll see what happens.
I want to thank you very much for joining us. Jennifer Maanavi from Physique 57. Appreciate it. All right, that does it for today. If you missed any of the show, don't worry. You can go to our iPad app and watch Bloomberg Television Live. Every interview, everything you see, and bonus content. Thanks for taking stock. I'm Pim Fox. Good night.